Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Aldi Yanwari, and I'm one of students from Sarjana Wiyata Taman Siswa Yogyakarta. And for today's occasion, I would like to tell my article report for fulfill my final exam for reading extensive reading. But before I start the presentation, I would like to share my share screen. Please give me a moment. All right, this is my presentation of my report article. So this report article is made by me, Aldi Yanwari, and my student number is 2021-002-021. So this article that I want to show you is titled "A Different Result of Community Participation in Education: An Indonesian Case Study of Parental Participation in Public Primary Schools." So before we get started, let's get to the main report. That is what is the article is talking about. So I was mentioned before this article entitled "A Different Result of Community Participation in Education: An Indonesian Case Study of Parental Participation in Public Primary Schools." This article was made by Miss Amalia Fitria, Mr. Bambang Sumentono, Mr. Nanang Bagus Subekti, and Mr. Subekti Zainuddin Hasan. The abstract said that parental participation in school management is regarded as a good thing according to the rationale that local people know better and are able to be more responsive to their own needs. This study investigated parental participation in the context of education decentralization with regard to the changing situation in which the Indonesian government provides sufficient funds for school operational costs. Using a qualitative inquiry, researchers collected data through document analysis, questionnaires, and interview with stakeholders of two public primary schools in Depok, Indonesia. The next page is methodology. So this research used the qualitative approach, which can be defined as the study of people in their natural settings, attempting to make sense of or interpret phenomena in terms of the meanings people bring to them. The case study design was applied for this study because it is appropriate for understanding a contemporary phenomenon such as participation within real-life context when how and why questions are being posted, and the investigator has little control over events. And the main data collection method used in the study was the semi-structured interview, specifically individual interviews, and a focus group discussion of FGD. Semi-structured interviews were selected as they provide a flexible structure for the interview process and at the same time allow the researcher and interviewees to explore themes as they come up. So this is the main topic from this article, that is school operational support, as known as BOSS. So according to the BOSS Handbook 2009, the purpose of BOSS is to free the public primary and junior secondary schools from the responsibility of paying of their operational costs. The BOSS allocation of funds to the school is on a student per capita basis. Funds are distributed from MUNE's budget to provincial BOSS committees and then further distributed to the bank account of beneficiary schools. But the article said that according to the information gathered from the Depok Education Office, after 2005, many public primary schools still collected money from parents through the school committee, even though it was prohibited, and even though they received the increased funds for operational costs. But don't worry. This means that even after the 2005 BOS policy was implemented, the practice of collecting money from parents through the school community finally stopped. Only after instruction letters were sent to each headmaster of the public primary school in Depok. An official from Depok Education Office confirmed this issue. The next page is the characterization, the characteristic of parents' participation. So, parental participation at the two schools investigated in this study was divided into three categories. There are financial contributions to the school, and then involvement in the school's meeting and access to the school's financial information. Each category is discussed in terms of before and after the establishment of FSP in 2009, and the form of our participation is actually by contributing money to the school. Every time we are invited by the school committee to have a meeting at school, what we are thinking about is money and money. Honestly, our expectation is that they are going to explain to us the financial condition of the school. So finally, we are get to the conclusion. So the conclusion, this paper examined the implementation of the box policy for Indonesian public primary schools and its implication for parental participation in school. The BOS policy is the first policy since modern schooling was introduced in Indonesia that does not differentiate between public and private school at the basic education level, year 1 until 9. In terms of receiving enough funds for operational costs from the government, and parental participation and school committees as vehicle to accommodate participation activities in two public primary schools in Depok, Indonesia, were examined to provide a better understanding of the issue. And the study found that prior to the free school program, parental participation was limited to parents' financial contribution and associated matters. However, since school was made free, parent involvement in school budgeting has become very limited. So this report article, for me, in my opinion, is quite interesting enough to read because there are many new information that I never know before, and I found this article is quite enjoyment to be read, and also is quite difficult to. I mean, there are some difficult thing that I need to do research. For examples like the diction and the vocabulary that used in this article. But after many practices, uh, I have quite understanding about the article that was made by people here. So, in my opinion, this article is quite good enough to be read, and also is quite well to be understand to people. I think that is my report article. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for Mr. Nanang Bagus Subekti for making this article, and also thank you for all my friends that probably watching. Thank you everyone for your attention, and thank you for listening my report article. I hope it it gives you some new information about this article. Have a great day and see you.